Hello everyone, welcome to Colney. Myself, Paddy, Davitt here. We've just spoken to Alec Neil and Ivo Pinto, and we almost called it ourselves, didn't we? It was a little bit more routine to some of the other weeks we've had.
Yeah, a lot more routine compared to the other weeks. That all stems from a result and a performance against Brentford, so very much, line in the stand. If that is the case, then we need to see more evidence of that at Barnsley. So I think there's you sense from both men really just a determination, make sure it was the start of something rather than maybe just a bit of brief respite.
I don't think Alec Neil has any particular fondness isn't the right word, but none of the people at Barnsley are still there as far as he's concerned. He hasn't really been back since, so we'll all talk about it being him coming up against his old club, but I get the impression Alec really doesn't care, does he?
No, I think the phrase was it was a lifetime ago, wasn't it? And it probably was, really, considering what's happened to him since. All business really. It's clearly a club who looked to be on the up. You know, they had an excellent season last season under an ex-Norwich guy, Heckingbottom, to get out of the playoffs. I had a look at the table this morning from last season. They actually finished sixth. They were 7 or 8 points behind Millwall, who they beat at Wembley. So, and they've carried that as Norwich experienced themselves in the past. You carry that momentum forward into the new season. But that said, and they had a good win at Birmingham last week. They haven't won at home in the league since August the 27th, I think, certainly end of August. So, you know, that's a team who, if Norwich got anything about them, they need to put away tomorrow night.
I have a feeling they were bottom of the table when Heckingbottom took over, and to get in the playoffs was just a remarkable, certainly in the bottom three. I'm a big Conor Hourihane fan, so I keep peddling this, but I'm quite looking forward to seeing him play because I think he'll be quite a threat for Norwich on Saturday. But great to have Ivo back, and in terms of the injury news, though, it's not all positive, is it? I think most of the guys are going to be missing, apart from Martin Olsen, who should be back.
Well, that's the message this afternoon. Yeah, Olsen fine, no problem, trained. Clearly, that was precautionary why they dipped him out last week. Tete, Jerome, McGovern. No, I don't think we'll be seeing them. That was my take on it. And I think also another thing he said, which was basically, you know, there's a very busy period coming up as well. So why take any chances? Because they're going to need the depth of the squad for the games ahead. So no, I wouldn't expect to see any of those three lads.
And do you get a sense that he will change it much at all? Do you think that he'll?
Well, I try to ask him that, because there is that balance that you've gone to 11 lads and the subs who came on at Brentford, you know, go and prove a point, and they've done that and more. So do you stay with those lads, or maybe do you look at it and if Barnsley offer a slightly different threat, or there's weaknesses that they can expose different to Brentford, do you adapt accordingly? I personally would think at most there'd be 1 or 2 changes. I don't think you really need to alter massively when you're coming off the back of a 5-0. So no, I don't think so. Particularly, obviously, if those three we just mentioned, if they don't make it, then that limits his options for changing it, doesn't it?
It does indeed. We will be there, of course, at Oakwell. All the live coverage, build-up and everything at pinkun.com. We're looking forward to it, Paddy. I asked you this last week and we weren't looking forward to it. Looking forward to this one, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. Why not? I mean, as I say, to repeat myself, really, Barnsley aren't one of the biggest hitters in this league. So if Norwich harbour genuine ambitions about doing anything at the top end, they need to go there, be professional. They've got a lot of young players. They play high energy, work ever so hard. They'll need to match that. Alex Neil's aware of that. And then you hope Norwich's quality comes out on top.
Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching, everyone.